everybody, it's Jason Blaha with Ice Cream Fitness here, and I was reading through my private messages today, and I noticed quite a few questions asking me about grip training and grip strength, what I recommend there, what do I think about straps, which I've done videos on, what do I think of the Versa grips, and I'm going to just cover that all in one go. But hold on, let me give you guys a bicep shot first. Alright, and as you guys have probably figured out, I get probably 80% of my video ideas from messages and questions that people send to me. If I see more than 5 people asking the same question when I'm reading through the comments or the questions and things I get, I generally pick that for a video for the day. And also, everyone don't think that I'm ignoring you when you send me the messages. I probably only get through about 100 of the private messages I get sent every day at this point, and I think I have something like 8,000 or 9,000 I haven't read that I'll probably never read. I just don't have enough time to get through more than about 100 or 200 a day. So if you've sent me 4 or 5 and I haven't answered, it's nothing personal. But I try to make these videos to answer the ones that I get when I see multiples of the same one in a short period of time. Now, speaking of grip training, this is something that I actually had a conversation with Chris Lovato about at Body Power a couple weeks ago. We were actually discussing grip training and back and the use of straps for both bodybuilding and powerlifting. And we kind of agreed on the same conclusion that generally when you are doing back work, you should try to work your grip to some extent. But you should never limit your back development, whether it's deadlifts, rows, weighted chin-ups, it doesn't matter what it is. You shouldn't limit your back development because of your grip strength. You can always train grip work separate. And even the best power lifters in the world don't have to do more than 3 reps at a meet where their grip is tested. They do 3 deadlift reps. And so therefore what you're going to find is that you don't really need to have grip strength beyond that, even to be a top level power lifter. So this obsession with raw grip strength and trying to do everything raw even if your grip is failing is actually not a good idea. You can always do separate grip work. Don't allow your grip to limit the primary movers and the main muscles you're trying to build purely because you're trying to keep the grip strength caught up. So that's where things like straps, which I've done videos on. I'm an advocate of straps. I currently actually do everything raw because I've actually developed enough grip strength to do my whole workload raw with just chalk, but it took me well over a year of training again to get to that point. So in the meantime, things like straps, when your grip starts to give out, if you're trying to do 8 or 10 sets of pulling movements in the same workout and your grip is starting to give out after the 3rd or 4th set, strap up. Don't let your grip limit the primary movers. Or you can use the Versa grips. I haven't used the Versa grips. I don't really have an opinion on them, but a lot of respected people use them and seem to like them, so they're also a good alternative to straps. So you can give those a try. Now, as far as actual grip training, obviously I give little pointers in some of my own training videos here and there on things I do to try to build up my grip strength, like always doing most of my speed pulls double overhand. And I've gotten to the point where I do tons and tons of Pendlay rows without any straps either, just to help build my grip strength up. But there's other things that I personally do and that I recommend, and one is going to be things like barbell holds. And you can do something as light as 50% of your deadlift max, pick it up off the ground or do it in a rack and try to hold it double overhand as long as you possibly can and just squeeze that bar as long as you can until it slips out of your fingers. You can do farmer's walks. Those are great for it. I like to do basically what I call chin-up hangs. I like to take my chin-up bar and sometimes just grab, and even with just the hammer grip position, and just grab and hold onto it with one arm and just try to hang onto my body weight with one arm on a chin-up bar. And then when I give out on that hand, I'll switch to the other one and do that. And then the 4th thing I like to do every now and then, I haven't been doing this lately, I need to start doing it again, is I squeeze tennis balls. And those are all really cheap, effective methods of building up your grip. Now, if you really need a super strong grip because you need to deadlift 700 or 800 pounds, you might need a little more than those things. So you might want to invest in things like Captain of Crush grippers, but there's no need to invest in most of that for most people. If your goal is just to deadlift 600 pounds, you shouldn't need anything special to get your grip up to that point. Just the things that I've mentioned there in the video should be more than enough to get you to that point. But if your long-term goal is something like 700 or 800 pounds on a deadlift, yeah, you may have to do a lot of specialized grip work beyond that. So again, base that on kind of what you're doing and what your needs are and what your goals are. And even you can come up with creative things to train your grip. Things like pinching multiple plates together on the smooth side. You can start with a pair of 10-pound plates or three 10-pound plates, and then build up to 25s, and maybe even eventually build up to where you can pinch a pair of 45s together. But in general, most gyms have enough equipment around, whether it's just plates or barbells or whatever you need, that you should be able to train your grip for free with the equipment you have available. So you don't really need specialized equipment for 99.9% of people's needs for grip training. And again, don't be afraid of using straps or Versa grips or things like that if that's what you need, because your grip is actually giving out to work out. You can always go back after you're deadlifting and rowing, and you can do additional grip work afterwards. So don't let it limit the development of your primary movers. Alright guys, that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you next time.